What's going on, boys? Welcome back to some more SideSwipe. Today we have some pretty big news to talk about. It does have to do a lot with Epic and Apple's big court nonsense that they've been going on with for the last 5 years or so. I do believe that the initial lawsuit began back in 2020, and if you guys aren't too familiar with what exactly has been going on with Epic and Apple, I have a real quick rundown that I can give you. So basically, back in 2020, Apple and Epic were still on good terms and Fortnite was on the App Store. And in one of Fortnite's updates, Epic decided to include some hidden code that Apple reviewers were not able to detect, and once Apple pushed the update through completely to where everyone could download the update, Epic then decided to turn on their hidden code, and it actually had a link to be able to buy V-Bucks through Fortnite itself rather than having to go through Apple's 30% cut they get on everything that went through the App Store. Once Apple discovered that Epic had done this hidden code stuff, they then decided to completely remove Fortnite from the App Store and also banned Epic's developer account that they used to publish their apps in the first place. And since they banned Epic's developer account, this completely got Fortnite removed from the App Store, and Epic could also not submit anything new like under their own account. So in response to getting their developer account banned, which apparently it was the right thing to do since Epic did completely violate Apple's terms of service, so they were in the right to remove their Epic account, but since Epic did get their account banned, they decided that it was time to go ahead and sue Apple, and since then there has been an ongoing 5-year court battle that has been brewing between the two companies, and as of about a week ago, it seems that Epic has finally won the battle overall. Now there were a lot of things that Apple still won. I think they won like 9 or 10 of the things that they were getting sued for, and Epic only won this most recent thing. So it's not completely over for Epic just yet, it seems. But what has happened is that now all developers, including Epic themselves, are able to put a link to purchase things directly through their own website. Apple does not have to get any percentage of the 30% cut, just no money at all goes to Apple. All of it goes to the developers. And this is exactly what Epic wanted this entire time. And as of last week, Fortnite is now officially back on the App Store. The thing that got them taken down 5 years ago, the breach of contract, is now just over with, and Fortnite is back on the App Store making Epic money. It's not out in every country yet. I do believe it's only the United States and Europe that has access to it right now. But if you guys have happened to look at the Epic Games Store, now there are a lot of games that cost money again. I don't know if these were already on here, but it does look like this is a pretty good sign that they are willing to start taking money again. I'm not sure if this Epic App Store is even on the United States, like iPhone version yet, so there's still a lot of weirdness going on with all of that. But Fortnite, as you guys can see, is back on the App Store. Insane to see this game after 5 years, but this is what we've been waiting for this entire time. We have known that there has been this weird core nonsense going on with Apple and Epic. We knew that Epic's developer account had gotten banned, and we also have a pretty good idea that the main reason that SideSwipe hasn't been getting any insane updates all this time is because there's no monetary incentive for Epic or Psyonix to really update the game. SideSwipe makes absolutely zero money. I imagine that it has only costed them money this entire time. But now my biggest hope is that now that Epic gets their 30% cut that they wanted, their developer account is back on the App Store. I'm hoping that now is the time that SideSwipe is going to get full monetization, paid battle passes, new big updates coming out, quality of life updates, bug fixes, just everything that we've been hoping for since basically 2021 is now a possibility. It would make absolutely no sense to me at all for Epic to create this game and then just be sitting on it this whole time, knowing that it could make them a lot of money because mobile gaming is very popular and there's lots of money to be made with mobile gamers. And Epic and Psyonix both know this all too well. I know there's a lot of you guys that are against monetization, don't think the game needs it's good enough as it is, and I can see where you guys are coming from, but there is no doubt that once the monetization comes to this game, that the updates are going to be insane, things that we didn't even think were possible that are going to be coming up with. I have very big high hopes for the future now that this court nonsense is finally out of the way. It has been so long that we've been dealing with this, waiting to hear any kind of news, but I just don't see why Epic would have wanted to keep SideSwipe alive all this time if they didn't have some eventual plans for it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe maybe I'm just delusional and my hopes are just way too high, but boys, this could be what we've been waiting for all this time. There's nothing else holding them back from just full sending it with SideSwipe now. As far as I know, there could be some more court stuff going on that's completely preventing them from doing what they want to do, since I know that other countries are still a little bit weird with Fortnite itself right now. But overall, boys, this is definitely an extremely good sign. I'm hoping now we're going to end up seeing some more updates about those modes that came out last year. I do remember seeing something back in January of 2024, so about a year and a half ago now. But Epic did think that Fortnite was going to be coming back to iOS that year, since they had finally gotten through some of the court hearings with Apple. But Apple has been delaying updates for a long time now, but finally apparently the judge they've been dealing with has had enough and is ordering Apple to quit messing around and quit trying to hold things up. So we should see some pretty quick, fast updates coming in the near future, I'm hoping. And pretty much my best guess would be that Epic was planning on trying to get a lot of these new modes out when around the time that monetization was supposed to come out last year. But since Apple had been holding things up, it kind of put a little dent in their plans. I think they may have just came out a little bit too early with that kind of stuff last year with the new modes and whatnot. But either way though, I do think that they were wanting to hold off on going too crazy with all those modes until they did get all of this new stuff figured out. We will be finding out very soon though. I do know that the next update is supposed to come out in a little bit under 2 weeks as of now, in like 12 days or so. So hopefully we're gonna see something then. I'm not sure if this latest court stuff is ending a little bit too close to update time for them to be able to get anything crazy out. So unfortunately, at the worst case scenario, I'm hoping that we might end up seeing it for the next update after this next one that's coming up. But if they could get something turned on for this next update that's gonna be coming out in a couple of weeks, that would be pretty insane to see and would definitely be the start to a new era. Hopefully nothing else comes up that prevents either side from doing what they need to do in order to get their games up and running. We'll just have to wait and see though. But alrighty boys, I guess that is gonna pretty much wrap up what I had to talk with you guys about. I know this wasn't exactly a very SideSwipe oriented like gameplay video, but I just had to inform you guys of these latest updates. I'm not sure how many of you guys are really keeping up with all the court stuff. I've been trying to keep a little bit of a look into it just because I knew if anything like this happened that there'd be some big potential for SideSwipe, so we will see in the future how things end up going. But I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys think about all of this. Please definitely let me know down below your thoughts, opinions on what may be happening with this game in the future. But that is going to go ahead and do it for now, boys. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like and maybe even a sub, and I will talk to all of you guys in the next one. See ya, boys.